Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When Lee finds out that Poppy seduced Finn, she is devastated, and Luna begs her father to keep her safe from Steffy. Steffy tells Bill at his house that it was sick, even for him, to get Luna out of jail. She then tells Luna that she will never see or speak to Finn again and that she is returning to prison. For a fierce fashion show, a young and restless veteran is switching to Bold and Beautiful, but who is the designer? Bill gets yelled at by Steffy. How could you do this for her? Did he get that monster out of jail by bribing people or using his connections? What the hell were you thinking, Bill? Steffy exclaims, half screaming, partly crying. Respond to me. Luna contends that she is now completing her sentence. Considering what she done, Steffy finds this to be really cushy. Bill doesn't expect Steffy to comprehend, but because of their shared childhood tragedy, he and Luna have a profound understanding. You can't be serious? Steffy snarls. This madman almost killed her, leaving Kelly and Hayes without a mother. She should never again view a prison's exterior. This is over, she tells them both, taking out her phone. I'm going to call the police. Lee receives horrifying news from Finn. Nothing can break a parent-child bond, Finn tells Sheila in a flashback while he is in his office. To find out how things are going at Bill's, he texts Steffy. Lee observes that he is agitated when she steps in to ask him to look at some scans. He informs her that he should have told her years ago that there is something she should know. Finn claims that her sister is involved. Your Aunt Poppy? Lee protests. Finn responds, yes, something happened when she was staying with them all those years ago. What does that mean? She asks. According to her son, he and Poppy had an incident. Lee shakes her head in confusion, asking, what happened between you and my sister? Finn claims that while Poppy and Jack were away at work, they spent a lot of time alone. And, then, one night, Lee trembles, no. He and Poppy grew close. Both of you. You and my sister, huh? Finn gives a nod. Lee lets out a horrified gasp. Ridge and Taylor canoodle at the Forrester mansion. She sighs and mentions Steffy's current situation. She claims that they brought up a capable and resilient daughter. The fact that she is powerless to assist her makes her feel awful. Ridge reassures her that they don't need to worry about Luna because she is incarcerated and separated from their daughter. Taylor says, what Poppy did to Finn is just twisted. Absolutely think of Lee's reaction when she learns. How did they come to be in a world where Sheila is Finn's birth mother and Luna is his daughter? The only bright spot is that Luna will spend the rest of her life in prison. Deacon discovers Sheila kept something secret. Sheila and another female customer at Il Giardino ogle Deacon's toned arms while he holds a cocktail shaker. Sheila advises him to be gentle with her. When they arrive, Poppy wants to place an order. Deacon informs her that it may take some time because her daughter is the reason they are short-staffed. Poppy apologizes to Deacon and expresses her profound shame for her daughter's behavior. She means criminality, Deacon believes. Sheila adds that nothing can sever the relationship between a mother and her child, which is why Poppy can't stop loving her. Unaware of Luna's whereabouts, they pore over Poppy as if she had simply vanished. Deacon is shocked to learn that Sheila was aware that Luna was no longer incarcerated. Where the hell is she? He asks. Poppy shrugs. The rest of the story is given to Lee. I can't believe it, Lee exclaims in Finn's office. You were a youngster. Finn claims to have been 18. According to his mother, her sister exploited him. She will become ill. Finn just learned something, which is why he is only telling her now. Just before she departed, he confronted Poppy, who insisted the baby wasn't his. You proved that Tom Starr wasn't Luna's father, and then you ruled out Dad. She lied, yet he believed her. Lee agonizes and shakes her head. Finn sobs that she misled him after he trusted her. Why wouldn't she include me? What out of? Lee says. Lee braces as Finn says, hour of my child's life. Luna is my daughter, Finn affirms. Lee trembles and trembles. Oh no, no oh. Lee concludes she won't accept it. This is only one of Poppy's falsehoods. Finn informs her that he took 2 paternity tests. Nothing is wrong. Lee exclaims, my sister and my son, under my own roof. Is Steffy aware of this? Finn gives a nod. Her reaction to Sheila and now to Luna is unimaginable. Finn acknowledges that he feels sad for her. They have undergone numerous tests. Lee then finds out that Luna is at Bill's place, where he managed to get her off house arrest. Right now, Steffy is over there. He should go over there. He is concerned for her. Go, Lee instructs him. Finn leaves, and Lee's eyes harden. She needs to see Poppy immediately, so she texts her. After receiving Lee's text at Il Giardino, Poppy informs Sheila and Deacon that her sister wishes to visit. It appears to be urgent. The only bright spot in all of this, she thinks, is that she has a sister once more. Never before have she and Lee been so close. At Bill's, everything goes haywire. Steffy believes this has lasted long enough at Bill's house. With her phone in hand, she informs Luna that she will return to prison, where she belongs, regardless of whether Finn is her father. Her phone rings at that very moment. Ridge is calling. Steffy responds that she is unable to speak. Luna and I are at Bill's. Luna is under house arrest at Bill's after Bill got her out of jail. Ridge finds this unbelievable. He warns her not to move, saying that he and her mother will be there shortly. When Steffy disconnects, Luna implores her not to do so. Please don't contact the police. Luna begs Steffy to believe that she is not the same person who did those things. If it wasn't premeditated, Steffy doesn't care. Luna claims that every day she is reliving her past. She exhorts Bill to share their discussions on atonement with Steffy. She reminds Steffy that she is her stepmother because Finn is her father. Steffy advises her to simply stop since she will never be able to be a mother to her. Ridge and Taylor rushed in at that moment. Ridge yells at Bill, demanding to know what the devil is wrong with him. Luna attempted to murder his grandchild's mother. Please, he begs Spencer to speak. Bill tries to justify his attachment to Luna as a result of his early experience. Luna felt compelled to become angry. He's delusional, Ridge yells. Bill goes on to say that he had no choice but to get Luna out of prison because she was being beaten there. Bill is told by Taylor that he cannot fix her. In order to give Steffy a sense of security, she was confined and serving her sentence. Luna objects, saying she will perish there. She begs, Dad, please, please, you've got to help me, as Finn enters. They want me to go back to jail. She believes they can work together to heal one another. She can demonstrate to them that she is not the same person who carried out those offenses. Luna pleads with her father to save her, she will perish there. Please, please. I need your aid, please, please. Everyone's eyes are on Finn. One major issue that hangs over Luna's drastically changing future on The Bold and the Beautiful is whether or not she will move in with Finn. This prospect may upend everything, especially considering the turmoil in her relationship with Steffy and her budding closeness with Finn. Given that Steffy is still pushing Luna away, Finn has displayed a protective side toward her. It might seem like the only sensible course of action for Luna to move in with Finn if she is left with nowhere else to go. But there would be repercussions for this choice, particularly in regards to Steffy. Because she feels that Luna's presence causes needless stress, Steffy has been keen about establishing a boundary between Luna and her family. It would further sour relations between Finn and Steffy and possibly jeopardize their marriage if Luna moved in with Finn. Finn, who has always taken great satisfaction in being a loving husband and father, would suddenly find himself torn between wanting to support Luna and his wife's wishes. The marriage between Finn and Steffy may be put to the ultimate test in this circumstance. However, Luna might find the stability she needs if she moves in with Finn. She has been caught up in a maelstrom of uncertainty, juggling the drama with Poppy and Lee as well as Steffy's anger. Offering her a place to stay would strengthen their developing relationship while also providing her with a safe haven. It would be a pivotal point in their relationship that might lead to a closer bond between them. However, is that relationship only familial, or might it develop into something more? This living situation could lead to even more issues if Steffy keeps pushing Finn away while Luna becomes his confidant. In the end, Luna's decision to move in with Finn will rely on how much he is prepared to sacrifice his marriage for her and how much he is willing to fight for her. Since Steffy has already expressed her feelings, she might consider it an unforgivable betrayal if she sees Luna in her house. Everything might alter with Luna's next move, so the drama is far from done. Luna and Bill's police issue, Steffy's audacious step. Here are spoilers for Tuesday, March 11th, 2025's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate a daring move from Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, in tomorrow's episode. There might be a surprise when Deputy Chief Bradley Baker shows up to look into Luna Nozawa's home arrest. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Begs Luna Nozawa. Fans merely observed Steffy's outburst at Luna. There was an intense altercation at Bill Spencer's estate after it was discovered that the detainee was under house arrest. Eventually get involved in the discussion and sided with Luna. Steffy believes he has gone utterly insane and is seriously endangering a lot of people. However, Bill thinks the young murderer has changed his ways. Luna pleaded with Steffy not to take her father away during the altercation. Luna has discovered that her biological father is John Finn Finnegan, played by Tanner Novlin, and she is determined not to lose him. However, Steffy is adamant that the two will never be romantically involved. Retaliates of Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Then Steffy will fulfill her pledge. Steffy began by declaring that she will stop at nothing to reincarcerate Luna. Steffy will therefore believe it to be as simple as calling Baker. Bradley Baker, Deputy Chief, returns. Baker will deal with the Luna dilemma, according to tomorrow's spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful. Baker will most likely get in touch with the prison warden after hearing Steffy's grievance. At that point, Baker will probably have to inform Steffy that he is unable to return Luna to prison. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna and Bill's police issue, Steffy's audacious move. Even though Baker could disagree with Bill's choice, he could inform Steffy that he is legally unable to take any action until the prisoner has broken a rule. The conflict of John Finnegan. He will continue to feel uneasy about the Luna problem over with Finn. Finn will also need to decide whether to break the paternity news to Sheila Carter Sharp. Though it's not as if he made an effort, Steffy has instructed the excellent doctor to avoid any relationship with Sheila. Now that Carter Walton has turned down Hope Logan's request, fans may also witness what transpires. Hope is now understanding that Daphne Rose is her biggest problem, even though she previously believed Steffy was. As Steffy and her parents want Luna sent to prison, Finn rushes to Bill's and confesses to murderously that Luna is his daughter. Bill's defense of Luna's claim that Hayes was her brother infuriated Steffy, and Carter and Hope argued when he refused to terminate Daphne. Ridge and Taylor wish they could put Steffy's struggles behind them at Eric's. But she must know what she's doing because she's a strong woman. Ridge claims that while Luna is incarcerated, they may at least unwind. Taylor finds all of this disturbing. The fact that Luna is incarcerated is the sole bright spot. As Finn walks about his office, he recalls Sheila reminding him that nothing can break a parent-child bond. To find out how things are going at Bill's, he texts Steffy. When Lee enters, she assumes something is amiss. Her son explains, with difficulty, that he ought to have informed her years ago about something. When he tells her that this has to do with Poppy from all those years ago, she is shocked. When he mentions something happened, Lee begins to tremble. As her kid explains that she was frequently away from home and that he became close to his aunt, she gets back up. One evening. My sister and you? Lee asks, shaking her head and filling up the details. She gasps as she explains that her sister was ill and used him as a child. Her son clarifies that they never talked about it and that he simply wished to forget it. However, Finn came to the realization that it might be his father once it was shown that neither Jack nor Tom could be Luna's father. Poppy lied and said there was no chance when he questioned her about the pregnancy years prior. She left him out of his child's life, and he's not sure why he believed her. He declares, "Luna is my daughter." Lee is crying. Her son says that he performed 2 paternity tests because she won't believe it, so she sucks back the tears. He has a child named Luna. Lee is unable to predict Steffy's response to this. The fact that Luna is at least incarcerated somewhere makes her feel better. According to her son, she is currently serving her term at Bill's estate after he got her out. Steffy is currently over there and is concerned. His mother tells him to go be with his wife while crying. She texts her sister as soon as he leaves. Lee mocks the fact that her sister continues to deceive her. Sheila is upset to find that a woman is staring at Deacon with a thirsty expression while he is pouring drinks at Il Giardino. Deacon tells Poppy that because of her daughter, they are so understaffed that there might be a delay for dinner. She expresses her shame at her daughter's behavior. Sheila is aware that nothing can sever the mother-child tie. The disappearance of Luna has left them all perplexed. Deacon is taken aback. Poppy receives a text from her sister requesting that they meet at the workplace. "Looks a little urgent," Poppy remarks. She claims that feeling like she has a sibling again is the only positive outcome of this. They're closer than ever. Even for him, getting Luna out of jail was horrible, Steffy says Bill at his house. She promises that Luna won't see or speak to Finn ever again. Steffy is shocked that he used his influence to free the monster. Bill and Luna have a profound understanding because of their trauma, but he doesn't expect Steffy to. Steffy pulls out her phone and says she's contacting the police because this is over. Steffy states she is unable to speak at this time when Ridge calls. At Bill's, she is gazing at Luna. "This can't be genuine," says Ridge. Taylor and he run out. Since Finn is Luna's father and she always talks about wanting to change, Steffy is her stepmother. Taylor and Ridge barge in. He finds it unbelievable that Bill did this. He never fails to switch to another crazy gear. Bill clarifies that he and Luna can relate to each other because they have had comparable hardships. He couldn't abandon her to perish in the prison where she was being beaten. Taylor claims that she belongs in prison and that he cannot change her. When Finn shows up, Luna pleads with them to see the real her so they can start a family. She will die if she is forced to serve another sentence in prison. She pleads. Everyone's eyes are on Finn. As the drama on The Bold and the Beautiful approaches a boiling point, Finn's response, or lack thereof, could make all the difference in Luna and Poppy's lives. Lee and Poppy's tension has already reached dangerous heights, and things are getting out of hand due to Steffy's growing animosity toward Luna. Now when both women are in danger from several directions, it is unclear if Finn would act to defend them or if his hesitancy will come at a great cost. Poppy has long been controversial because her past transgressions have come back to haunt her at the worst possible time. She has been portrayed as unreliable, particularly in Lee's opinion, who believes she is just a careless lady who ruins lives. However, no one anticipated that Lee's long-standing animosity would escalate into outright hostility. Poppy finds herself in actual danger as emotions rise, and Luna, caught in the crossfire, might have to deal with the fallout from a fight she never intended to be involved in. In the meantime, Luna is already battling Steffy's anger. Since Steffy has made it apparent that Luna is not welcome in her world, her animosity may intensify further while feelings are running hot. Both Luna and Poppy are in danger of devastation, and Finn is the only one who can save them from catastrophe, whether it be Lee's physical outburst or Steffy's attempt to cut Luna out of Finn's life. The issue is that Finn is conflicted. After years of attempting to demonstrate his devotion to Steffy, he finally finds himself in a tragic situation. Does he stand by and allow Luna and Poppy get by on their own, or does he defend them at the expense of further destroying his marriage? His hesitancy is risky, and Luna and Poppy grow more exposed the longer he waits. Finn takes great pleasure in his abilities as a healer, guardian, and man of integrity, but this time, his indecision might have disastrous results. Who will hit first is still a mystery. Will he act independently and have an irrevocable outburst at Poppy? Will Steffy make sure Luna has nothing by using her power? Will Finn eventually muster the courage to step in before it's too late? Finn is running out of time to make a decision as the tension reaches a breaking point and Luna and Poppy's lives are at stake. Everything might come crashing down with one mistake. Lee's long-simmering anger toward Poppy erupts into full-fledged violence as she snaps at what she perceives to be the ultimate betrayal. When Lee, unable to control her rage, confronts Poppy in a dramatic confrontation that has the potential to permanently alter their family, The Bold and the Beautiful takes a dark turn. At the heart of the mayhem, Finn is caught between his growing sense of duty to Poppy and Luna and his loyalty to Lee. However, as feelings flare up, the question still stands, will this vicious confrontation have any positive outcomes? Lee has been deeply resentful of Poppy for years because she thinks she is a cunning woman who destroyed lives with her careless choices. The last straw, however, is discovering the truth about Finn's relationship with Poppy. Lee believes that Poppy is intentionally destroying Finn's future, endangering his marriage to Steffy, and entangling him in needless conflict in addition to upsetting the past. Lee's normally calm manner breaks out as she finally loses it because the betrayal is too much to handle. The attack is startling. It is a moment of unbridled anger that reveals the depth of Lee's suffering. Lee thinks that Poppy is an opportunist who has taken too much and given too little, and that the only way to stop the mayhem now that Finn is caught in the middle is to take harsh measures. But is she truly harming the very family she says she is trying to protect in her pursuit of justice? Finn's response is important. He has so far made an effort to maintain harmony by not taking sides between Lee and Poppy. He must decide whether to support his mother's behavior or intervene to protect Poppy from more harm as the violence intensifies. His hesitancy could have serious consequences for Steffy's opinion of his loyalty as well as for his relationship with Lee. As she watches her mother suffer at the hands of a woman who won't allow the past to remain buried, Luna finds herself caught in the crossfire, powerless. Luna has put in a lot of effort to gain Finn's respect and establish her worth in his life, but she now understands that nothing she says or does will make Lee change her mind. What more is Lee capable of if she is prepared to assault Poppy in such a nasty manner? More significantly, can Luna ever undo the harm that this episode has caused? Steffy has an interest in this conflict as well. She may not support Lee's violent outburst, but she is also not jumping to Poppy's support. For Steffy, this simply serves to validate her long-held belief that Poppy and Luna only cause trouble and that Finn would be better off severing all connections with them. Is this going to be the point at which Finn is forced to choose between his wife and his new family? One thing is certain: as Lee's attack comes to an end, the consequences will be disastrous. This violent act starts a domino effect that nobody anticipated, whether it results in legal repercussions, long-term rifts in Finn's relationships, or a wider gulf between Steffy and Luna. Now that the battle lines have been established, there is no going back.